He shows it really good, especially when he's at like his family unions. He, hides all the happiness in his face.
It's a show by Chris and Neil with all great movies. They are the real deal. We watch them all, so you don't have to. It's movies that don't suck and some that do.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, listeners of all ages, it's a new episode of Movies Don't Suck and Some Do. My name's Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And today we're watching we watched two movies for you guys to entertain yourselves with your doodly makers and your habla blockers and your waddly walks. All words that are real words.
It's not Dr. Seuss words.
Look in the that's what I say, or Willy Wonka words.
Yeah, well, the same thing, right?
Yeah, Willy Wonka words are about the same thing as Dr. Seuss. So the first movie we're going to talk about is the one that everyone's talking about this week.
Yep.
Everybody's just so happy with it and thinks it's the greatest thing that's ever happened to cinema. And that is Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon Part 2, The Scargiver. Mm-hmm. In that movie is people that act, and a lot of them, and they act the movies, and they do stuff, and when they do the stuff, they're doing the acting, and it's pretty cool. And Chris knows what I'm doing right now. This thing is called.
He's one of the list of actors. I can tell you who the first actress is.
Yes, I am. No, you can't. You can't tell me this stuff, Chris.
I haven't.
If you tell me this stuff, then it looks like I did not do my job. And I did my job. I just didn't pull up the right page at the right time.
Neil's a little bit inebriated, just so you guys know.
So anyway, first, Sophia Patella.
He took me often on missions of diplomacy. And I was his child. I was his protege. I was his student. I was one of them. Daughter of a decorated commander. Friend to the king and the royal family. Living a life of privilege.
Yeah, that's from the first Roman, right? That's from the first one, I think.
So the way I heard it is that that was from the first Rebel movie, because she doesn't have any speaking parts really in any other movie. Like she's an action female.
Yeah.
So what I heard from that was that did she say she wines and dines with kings and queens, but has lived in the gutter and dined off of pork and beans?
What are you quoting now? What you're quoting?
That's the great Dusty Rhodes, baby. Dusty Rhodes, the great wrestler from Texas, nonetheless. Do you know that state, Texas?
Yeah,
you ever been to Texas?
I've lived there for years. Who's next in this movie?
Jamin Hasu's in this movie as well.
Once they knew they couldn't swim, the National Guard were told to start loading people onto boats. Any boat that they could find. So as soon as people saw the first one get out safe, everyone just started pushing forward. That's when they started screaming. They had 12 boats lined up on the dock that day. Only 2 got out.
That is from A Quiet Place Part 2.
Yes, and the prequel's coming out soon.
He's
Day one?
Yeah,
I think that's coming out in the next couple months.
Right? He's one of the characters in that, I think, right?
I have no idea. I have no idea if he's in that one or if I don't know exactly. Okay. I'd have to look it up. But you know me, I don't like to really try to ruin things before I go see them.
Okay.
I try to keep on because I mean it's hard to surprise me anyway. You know?
Okay, fine.
You know how that goes.
Yeah.
Ed Skrein is next.
You've heard the whole making omelette breaks some eggs bit, right? But I'm about to hurt you, Wade.
I was a patient here once myself, you know. The treatment affects everyone differently. It made Angel inhumanly strong. In my case, it enhanced my reflexes,
Also scorch my nerve endings so I no longer feel pain. And in fact, I no longer feel anything.
That is from Deadpool.
Deadpool, which Deadpool Wolverine. I mean, besides the movie that came out today, I don't think there's any other movie that I was looking forward to this year. You know, Boy Kills Everything. I can't wait for that.
I saw Blue Kills World at the Paint Fest.
Nice. I'm going to see that this week because that's the next movie.
Oh,
anyway.
It's not Abigail? Okay.
No, I want to see Boy Kills Everything.
It's called
and I
Boy
want to see that
Kills
Monkey
World.
one, too.
Monkey Man?
Everything.
I
It's
saw
going to
Monkey
be
Man
everything.
too.
I don't
saw
care.
Monkey Man as well. So
Those are the two movies I want to see more than anything right now. But anyway, and also in this movie is the wonderful Mikhail Husman.
Hi. Oh, sorry. Here you go.
Thank you.
Hey, maybe next time you can try the one with the dancing mice and the fairies.
The Nutcracker.
Yeah, that one. I'm Dylan,
Did you enjoy the aerial ballet?
Yeah, I loved it. It was incredible.
You seem surprised.
It's my first time at the ballet. A friend kind of dared me to go.
that is from First Time at the Ballet. So
First time at the ballet. And then none other than one of the greatest actors in the entire world ever, the one, the only, Cary Ellis.
Is it not also illegal to sit in the king's throne and usurp his power in his absence?
Careful, Robin. You go too far.
I've only just begun. I've come to warn you that if you do not stop levying these evil taxes, I shall lead the good people of England in a revolt against you.
And why should the people listen to you?
Because, unlike some other Robin Hoods, I can speak with an English accent.
Tell you the truth, this guy's starting to get on my nerves.
So that's Cary Ellis and the late great Richard Lewis.
Yes, and that is Robin Hood, Men in Tights.
Yes.
Men in Tights, tights.
We're all around the forest.
We're all manly men. Anyway, also so that's some of the cast of Rebel Moon, and by any means, it's starstruck. I mean, there's Ray Fisher's and there's Belladonna, Stuart Martin, Cleopatra Coleman's in there. I mean, Ellis Deli. Who did I miss? I know I missed somebody. But there's a lot of people, but just like that, we have another all-star cast in the second movie that we did this week, and that movie is called The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, and that is starring the one, the only, the man with the S himself, the greatest Superman of all times, Mr. Henry Cavill.
You talk.
Of course I talk!
What happened with you motherfucker goat?
I am Talk, the Sylvan, a rare and intelligent creature!
You're a dick. With balls.
Balls I got from humans, who left out food filled with iron meant to poison me!
No.
Did your motherfucker, Snowman?
You are intelligent. I'll give you that. So I won't kill you, but you can't stay here.
It's from The Witcher.
From The Witcher. I love him in The Witcher. If you guys have never seen The Witcher, the first two seasons are good. I don't know anything about past that. I kind of lost that a little bit. Then, awesome, the guy who made Jack Reacher a household name.
He's so good.
Dude, have you seen Jack Reacher?
Oh yeah. He's amazing.
Oh, yeah. Not only is it only good, it's like I am glad because I liked him back in Smallville days when he played Aquaman.
Yeah.
I liked him then. I was like, why is that guy not an action star?
He's way
Why
better.
is he not an action star?
Jack Reacher. So much
And
better.
dude, go watch interviews with him. He's like, I just watched an interview with this guy, and he literally was like, see, I wear Dove spray on, the dollar can. He goes, you know why? Because that expensive shit, it don't work. It don't work. Don't buy the expensive shit. Like, he's just like the most down to earth dude. I want to hang out and have a beer with him. The one, the only, Alan Ritchson.
You're the kind of guy that knows things. You knew I'd come after you when I saw what you did to Roscoe. You knew I'd see your truck right outside. A work truck whose bed's never had anything in it other than a keg. And you knew I'd come in here and cause a problem that would most likely get me in trouble. But know what you don't know?
What's that?
What it feels like when I hit you. Because if you did, you never would have picked up that paint can.
Now let me tell you something about Roscoe Conklin. That little cock tease.
Yeah.
And you know what the thing is about the great? Okay, so I think that's the reason I was up to 3 o'clock last night. Was Alan Ritchson, because like I just kept listening to. I think I listened to half of the season 1 and 2. Jack. All right, and also in this movie is Bams Alsanamoken.
No. Please go away. I thought that as victims of the horrors of Jakarta. Stop! I know why you're here. You want me to make you feel okay. To say you've done enough. You misunderstand me. No, I understand you. General Dakra, son of Ra. Perhaps you do. I sense that we are the same. You're letting your pain cloud your judgment. Please. Leave me alone. Don't let hate ruin your soul. You gave the order!
That's from Star Trek. Yeah.
I know. Oh my God. He's one of the reasons that Star Trek, the Strange New gosh dang it. It's a Strange New Country? Strange New Frontier.
Worlds and New Frontier, I don't know. Something Neil's looking up.
You don't I'm not gonna fuck it up and get killed. The Strange New Worlds. All right. I don't wanna fuck it up and get killed by the Star Trek nerds. Star Trek nerds will kill you in the middle of the night, man.
Yeah.
They're unlike Star Wars nerds will just yell, get your credit cards canceled.
Yeah.
Freaking Star Trek nerds will find you in the middle of the night.
Who else in this movie, dude?
Eliza Gonzalez.
No, it's just Isa. It's just Isa.
Oh, it was Isa. Oh, I looked at it wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, Isa. I'm sorry. Isa Gonzalez.
What's going on?
I'm about to lose him. Get the defib pads.
The what?
The defibs on the right pocket. Grab them quick. Move.
Turning into the bus yard underneath the 10 freeway. We're gonna lose sight.
Grab them quick. Move. Help me with his neck, please.
His neck?
Just let it go. I need the pads urgently. He's gonna die.
I'm gonna look like an EMT?
Jesus. Daniel!
Your yelling doesn't help.
God damn it, I'm not used to being in a police chase, okay? Open.
All right. Just give me.
I need the pads.
Got it. Hold tight.
He's gonna die. Black pocket next to the monitor. Right and left wrist.
One has a little
It
heart,
has a
and
picture.
then one has a one on the pad.
It's on the right chest, left rib. Right there and there.
My right or your right?
His right, you moron.
That's from Ambulance.
Ambulance, yes, one of the good movies with the great Jake Gyllenhaal.
Neil's still trying to shake it off.
I'm trying to shake it off. All right. Anyway, and the only one of the greatest actors of all time, Cary Elwes.
To the pain means the first thing you lose will be your feet below the ankles. Then your hands at the wrists. Next your nose.
And then my tongue, I suppose. I killed you too quickly the last time. A mistake I don't mean to duplicate tonight.
I wasn't finished. The next thing you lose will be your left eye, followed by your right.
And then my ears, I understand. Let's get on with it.
Wrong! Your ears you keep, and I'll tell you why. So that every shriek of every child at seeing your hideousness will be yours to cherish. Every babe that weeps at your approach, every woman who cries out, "Dear God, what is that thing?" will echo in your perfect ears. That is what the pain means. It means I leave you in anguish, wallowing in freakish misery forever.
That is from obviously The Princess Bride.
Princess Bride.
And there's one person that named Til Schweiger. He's the biggest actor in Germany.
Oh yes.
And I'm gonna play.
Yes, go for it.
This is from SLC Punk, guys.
You know what the funny thing is about Ronald Reagan? And actually, it's not that funny because the poor guy has only one testicle left.
So that's from SLC Punk, but Till Schweiger's in it, and he's also Hugo Stiglitz from Inglourious Bastards, and it makes sense because this is another World War II type movie. So, but yeah, that's people from Ministry of Ungentlemanly
Both
Warfare.
of the movies. And Chris, just tell them where you can find us.
You can find us online at moviesdon'tsuck.net. We're on Facebook at facebook.com/moviesdon'tsuck podcast, or on X and TS Podcast, or on Instagram at TS Podcast. We have Patreon at patreon.com/moviesdon'tsuck. We have a shirts bonfire. Go to bonfire.com/moviesdon'tsuck and something to do, and you'll be able to find our shirts there, and you'll just having fun with that. You're still high, aren't you?
My mom listens to this, dude.
Yeah, Cardi, it's fine. And then anywhere you find podcasts, find Movies Don't Suck and something to do. Also on w2mnet.com. That's w2mnet.com. You find us there. And also go to Ritchson Broadcasting on Spotify. He puts another feed of our episodes out. Same things here, but he's got good shit on there. Neil, who are you talking about today?
The small business we're going to talk about today is a small business that made me so happy in the lovely city of Philadelphia. Yes, even though I'm from Tulsa and Chris is from Kansas City, sometimes we go outside of the cities we live in.
We do.
And one of them I went to was this wonderful place called Frank Bradley's. Now, Frank Bradley's is a beautiful bar with beautiful, exquisite paintings on the wall, with nice scenery everywhere. Nothing that can get us kicked off of any platform whatsoever. Quite. Okay. All right, Chris, let's just talk it what it is. Frankly, Bradley's is one of the best drag queen bars in all of Philadelphia, and we accidentally wandered upon it in an alley. We were just walking in an alley. In fact, Frank Bradley's is a multifaceted restaurant and nightlife destination that appeals to a diverse crowd seeking high-quality food, drink, and entertainment. It's lively. It is with ambience and more than a touch of nostalgia. If you're looking for an evening filled with an incredible dining experience, unique sounds by the best in the game, and captive drag burlesque performances, or an unrivaled blend of it all, you're in the right place. Frankly, Bradley's a B West guarantees an excellent courtesy experience every time, proudly located in the heart of Gaybird Hood of Philadelphia. Now, I am telling you, look at this was the 420. The devil's lettuce is look, there's this nice little fireplace you can sit around. Like, the place is just beautiful on the inside. It is fun. And
it's different than Hamburger Mary's, because I know the big
this is more elegant, and it's side room is where the drag shows are. Okay. So that's not it. This here. Give me a second. That's the side room. So the other room is where the bar is at.
Had been fun though.
Oh, it was beautiful. We just wandered in there. Mm-hmm. There's the Tassel event coming up, the Tasselverse that's coming up on May 19th. Also, coming up will be the My Gig Gay Jewish Drag Show, the story of Passover, which is tomorrow night. But anyway, we literally went in there and we ordered these. These are their Philly steak egg rolls that they're homemade though. You could tell, you could taste everything they had was homemade. It was beautiful. Look at this. I mean, just bruschetta and some bread, but really nice. Prices were great. The bartender gave us all a free shot because we'd never been there, of the Rocks tequila, which that was easily like a $20 shot each. But it's really nice. You can get their information for all their upcoming events at frankiebradleys.com, or you can go on the good old Facebook at, facebook.com/Frankie Bradleys. Also Frankie Bradleys on Instagram, and Frankie Bradleys on the good old Twitter, X, whatever we call it this week.
X, I think. And then next week it'll be X Twitter. But
I don't know.
But here we are, man. I think the thing's talking about movies, right? We're at that point where we're talking about
let's talk about the movies that made us.
This movie didn't make me. It's Rebel Moon Part 2 of the Scargiver. This is directed by Zack Snyder. Zack Snyder is known for directing things like 300, Watchmen, Zack Snyder's Justice League, Army of the Dead, Batman vs Superman, Dawn of Justice, Man of Steel, Sucker Punch, all those movies that we all used to like. This stars Sophia Boutella as Cora.
He took me often on missions of diplomacy.
Also, Jimon Hansu as Titus.
Once they knew they couldn't swim, the National Guard were told to start loading people onto boats.
Ed Skrein as Atticus Noble.
You've heard the whole making omelet breaks some eggs bit, right?
Also, Michael Houston as Gunnar.
Hi. Sorry.
It also stars Baiduna as Nemesis, Ray Fisher as Blood Axe, Anthony Hopkins as Jimmy, Stas Nar as Tarek, Froffrey as Belisarius, Cleopatra Coleman's in this as well, and also Carol, which shows up in it as the king.
Is it not also illegal to sit on the king's throne and usurp his power in his absence?
You know, once we read the storyline for Rebel Moon Part 2, The Scargiver.
Cora returns the Veld with the farmer Gunnar and the warriors Titus, Nimis, Darian, Blood Axe, and Tarek. Titus commands the defense of the farmers and asks them to harvest the grains and use them to protect their homes while waiting for Atticus Noble and his men disclosure their past, waiting for the showdown with the Mother World's force.
So, Neil. So I will tell you one thing about this movie. The second half.
Empire Strikes Back.
No, the second half of this movie is good. The first hour of this movie, nothing fucking happens worth caring about.
Well, you learn about all the characters.
Yeah, but they're still uninteresting. The only character I even care about is Jimon Hansu's character, Titus. That's all I care about.
Wait a minute. The biggest complaint that we had about the last one was that we didn't know anything about the characters, so we didn't care. And in the first half of this movie, they told us all about the characters.
In a giant exposition dump, which was fucking boring.
It wasn't boring. It was a wonderful time while they're eating dinner.
Neil, you can't honestly tell me you like this movie.
Do you not talk about all the things that you love while you're sitting around eating dinner?
Yeah, but I didn't care about that.
I did.
I'm glad you did.
I was like, yes, I finally get to hear what these guys are about.
The only person I care about I don't really care about Cora at all. She's an insufferable character, but I do care about Titus. I like the Titus guy a bit, but dude, the good part of this movie is the second half because it's all action. And Zack Snyder, he excels at the action, even though he uses too much slow-mo. He does good action, and that second half is all action.
Yeah, 100% have to agree. This movie was it was just okay. Zach's really good at directing a film, but can we not allow him to write it anymore? Okay, I like the idea of everything going on.
Oh, you mean Star Wars again? Because that's what this is.
You mean Star Trek again?
Yeah, it's just stolen.
Do you mean Flash Gordon again?
Yeah, it's just stolen from the
shit. Do you mean Twilight Zone again? Do you mean Outer Limits again? Do you mean everything's a copy of everything's a copy of everything's a copy? And this is not Star Wars. Yeah. It didn't even fucking remind me of Star Wars.
Oh, you mean the fucking lightsaber that Dave Boone has?
Hey, those kind of laser swords have been in damn every kind of movie since
Star Wars
1940s.
All right, man, but
it's way before Star Wars even existed.
This thing is just so derivative of other things that are better.
Yes,
it's like it was like Lucasfilm was like Zack Snyder's like, I'd like to write a story, so I'm like, we don't want you to. He's like, well, fuck it, I'll make my own, and this is what he came up with. He just changed the names.
Yeah,
everyone.
the problem, at least they got a good place where they're going. The story the story came up and built up a lot in this movie. It gave you. Why not?
Because I don't like these characters.
I do. I love Blood Axe. Blood Axe is my homie. Titus was badass.
I like Titus.
Anthony Hopkins Jimmy is cool. I hope we get to see him in the future. But yeah, some of the main characters I do care about, like the ones I do like the best, did like, you know, take off at some point in this movie, and I was just kind of like, okay.
I don't like Corey's character at all. I don't like the Corey character at all.
I know you just don't like female leads.
No, listen, the only time I liked is at the end when she actually showed some sort of emotion, where she showed vulnerability. All the other ones, she's like, I'm tough, I'm doing this. And I didn't get to see her as a person. I didn't get to see
She's vulnerable at the beginning when she was sleeping with her guy and telling the story of her life.
I don't think so.
No, not to you. I guess that's not a vulnerability when you're butt naked with somebody telling their secrets. That's not vulnerability at all. Huh?
I'm still.
I guess not.
No, but
okay. Maybe I need to relearn life. I need to relearn life.
These people are not written well, and you're right. But the second half.
No. I agree with that statement.
Okay, so basically, the first half of this movie, to me, is like they're building up a story that's kind of uninteresting. And then the second half is all battle, and I like that part of it. I do like the battle part of it for the most part. Zack Snyder still has some Snyderisms going on with so much slow-mo, but the action in this is really cool.
Yeah, the action in this is cool. I thought the story was pretty cool. I don't like the way it was told in certain parts. Like, yeah, I totally don't like the way that he dumped everything all off. Like, but I mean, I guess it was the easiest way to do it, so we could get to the big ass battle.
That's all we wanted. That's all I wanted.
And the number one complaint from everybody about the first movie was that we don't know anything about the characters that are dying off. So why does it matter that any of them are dying off? Then if you go back and watch the first one after you watch the second one,
why would you do that to yourself?
Because I do a movie podcast and I make sure I remember everything.
Is that what you went back and watched the first one?
Yeah, as soon as the second one, I just got done with the second one.
God damn, dude, I'm sorry.
So I couldn't remember. So then, those characters who died off in the first one, now I know their story. And I was like, now it was sadder to watch some of their storyline. So I don't know if Zach is writing this for people to rewatch it over and over and over and over again.
Why would they do this? Why would they do that to us?
I know. I mean, it's just like what the prequels, the sequels, any movies besides Star Wars, the greatest movie ever in sci-fi. How dare you watch something else more than once?
No, I'm saying going back and watching a shitty movie, the first one, which is all around shitty. And then,
no, it was great now. Because now you know now you know all the story.
That is the antithesis of what you should do for movies. Like, well, watch the second one, then watch the first one, then what you see the first time. Like, no, if that's what Zack Snyder is doing, that is an awful way to do movies.
I know, that's what I'm trying to get to the point. Is the fact that to watch the second, to know what was going on in the first one, you have to watch the second one and go back and watch the first one again.
And that also just has so many, like, basically just like Star Wars shit that.
But remember what Netflix's plan was when they got Zack Snyder. What was their biggest plan with it?
They're going to do the regular films, then do a director's cut, right? Like, that was the plan?
Right. The plan is to get as many streams as possible. So what do you got to do? You got to watch the second movie, go back and watch the first movie again, so now you know what everything means.
So we have to go back and waste more time?
Exactly. Now you get it, Chris. But now you're getting the business line. All right, but let's talk about the things that were great in this movie. All right. The action scenes were good.
Yeah.
The action scenes were good. The special effects were ridiculous. I mean, like some of these pictures, let me see. I got a bunch of them. But like, so look at that. That is just great. I mean, like that one came out bad. But like look at this fight scene, like still. Like you could hang it up as a poster on your wall.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of scenes in this that just look like 100%.
Very Zack Snyder knows how to frame a shot, for sure.
Yes. We're not saying he does. Oops, wrong movie. But we're saying that he does not, like, his action scenes and all that is good. The problem is Mr. Zack Snyder, you need someone to help you learn how to give the info. Because he did the same thing in like Superman.
He just
if you remember Superman.
Just a giant info dump that's uninteresting. Like
Man of Steel.
Yeah.
And Man of Steel, like the first like hour of it, you're just like, okay, I'm kind of learning about Superman, I guess. Like, I guess he was a dishwasher at a bar.
I fell asleep.
Yeah, it was like really boring. But then when it got to the point where, Lois Lane and all them jump into the General Zod and all that, all of a sudden it became a very interesting movie. But this is the same thing. It's like he doesn't know how to draw you in a movie.
And that's not just the writing, that's the directing thing. Like when you're so like he does great action scenes. All 300 is a great action scene. But when you have a movie like this where, for example, the first one, we didn't give a fuck about anyone. I still don't really care about Core at all. But you come in and you're expecting.
But you just don't like human beings, so that's all.
I'm misanthrope all the way, but
you're we all know that you have been planning genocide of the planet for years now.
I'm trying to see if my dogs are in here, no. So like, what a good director does, they break it up where they make that part interesting, but he's just like, here you go, here, just take all this shit, and I'm like, dude, what am I supposed to do? This like. Dude, deal with it till you do the good part. I'm like, but I want this all to be good. He's like, nope, no, it's all good. Just the second half.
See, and the thing is, if you look at the, and I mean, not to bash on Zack Snyder more, because, there's some things he's done that I've liked. But the thing is, if you do look at the things that we all like by him, there are stories that were written by other people that he did, and he followed pretty much verbatim, like storyboards, aka comics, like 300 and Watchmen, where he did verbatim what was on the storyboard, except for what they changed a little bit.
Yeah.
So, and all the movies that we don't like are the ones that he wrote, like. Even Dawn of the Dead, we were all fans of Dawn of the Dead back in 2004.
Yeah.
But that was already a made movie. Like, exactly what's supposed to happen in that movie.
Yeah.
It was a remake.
Yeah.
So it's like,
it's strange, man. Like, in his highest rated movie is Wonder Woman, and he didn't even direct that. That was his producer role of that. But
yeah.
So, Zach, man, I have other people
just
write
get
for
some
you.
help. If you don't get help at Charter, get help somewhere.
All right. Which is
Chris, what's your score first, bro, on this one?
Oh, this is gonna be a 2.7 because half of it was good.
2.7.
It almost sucked, dude. It almost sucked. I was like, where's my phone? Like, where's this? What? Press the pause. I'm like, an hour already? What the fuck? Like, I'm gonna go up higher. Yeah, 2.7 is good. 2.7 is good. Because like the first movie, all of it sucked. This one's half of it's okay. So I thought this is better than the first one, but that's a very, very low bar to cover. What's your score on this?
It's not much higher. I think I'm gonna give it a 2 point. No, I'm gonna go 3. I'll go 3 even.
Okay.
And the reason being is I like the villain a lot. I was a big fan of Atticus Noble.
But honestly, if he wasn't a villain in Deadpool, do you liked him just as much?
Yes, because just him. He just reminds me of like Cillian Murphy, like when he's a villain. That's what he reminds me of.
I hate this guy's hair, by the way. I just can't stand his hair. But all right, man.
And that's the most important part, guys, is that Chris likes the guy's hair.
Yeah. I dislike his hair, but but it's better than what I have, which is nothing. You see this? It's bald right there. That
you have no hair, Chris. Yeah. None.
All right, I'm gonna run to .com. What is the audience score for Real Moon Part 2: The Scargiver?
Your face.
Audience score.
Oh, audience score.
Yeah.
Audience score is going to be 48.
51. You're really close. 51.
Damn, I was close.
Your audience consensus is Real Moon Part 2: The Scargiver is just as visually stylish as Zack Snyder's epics, which helps make up for the flat story and thinly written characters. All right, Neil. What is the critic score for Rebel Moon Part 2, The Scargiver?
I believe that's going to be, it has to be lower. I'm going to go 42%.
14%.
Wow!
Here's the critics' consensus. Less of course correction than compounding of everything that tangled of its predecessor. The Scargiver is an uninvolving space opera full of flat notes. I'm going to go ahead and read a good review and a bad review, which give me a second because a good review is hard to find. Okay, here's what Jeremy Johns said. These movies haven't given anyone any reason to possibly look forward to what might come next. I agree. I don't want 6 more movies. And this is from Keith Garlington. Keith the Movie says, second hour kicks in and Snyder gets down to doing what he does best. The glacial pacing of the first 60 minutes give way to an action-packed second half that is full of exciting set pieces and cool combat, in spite of its obvious PG-13 rating. If you guys are also like PG-13, fuck this. Zach says he'll give us an R rating at 1 soon. I don't want to go through this again, so I won't be watching that unless Neil makes me, which he might.
Oh, you're definitely going to watch it. We're going to watch it. We're going to do a full Rebel Moon episode.
If you guys want to watch a shitty Star Wars ripoff, you guys can find both these movies, Rebel 1, Part 1 and 2, on Netflix.
Why does it have to be Star Wars? Why can't it be like Buck Rogers? Or why can't it be Flash Gordon?
Because there's just
why does it have to be the movie that ripped off all the other movies?
This movie that ripped off this. I mean, tell me you don't love Star Wars.
I do, but Star Wars is a ripoff of Buck Rogers and Flash Gordon. But it's a complete ripoff. I know, but a direct ripoff.
But it's a good movie, though. All the first 3 are good movies.
All 9 of them are good movies.
Wait, you like?
But whatever.
Okay, hold on. So you're telling me? I don't think that they're bad. But do you like episode 2 all that much?
There is 30 minutes I fast forward through. But
like the politics, you're like, God damn, get through this shit. But
I don't care about the politics. That's not the part I'd hate.
Okay, fair enough.
You know what part I hate?
What's the part is that? I
hate sand. I hate sand. It's coarse. It gets everywhere.
Boba Fett, where he gets taken from his mom, and he's very sad, and that's it. like you're like, oh, Boba Fett. You like Boba Fett because he's a bounty hunter, kind of. But all right, man.
Yeah, not because his daddy died. Yeah. But anyway, let's move on to the news, Chris. This is The Movies Don't Suck, and some of the news. I'm going to read a bunch of stuff, and Chris is going to have to like it or tough. Why are you so mean, man?
I love you, bro. Let's do this. Let's get going.
You're so mean to people all the time.
Pulling up news, and he asked me to pull up news when he wasn't ready.
No, I was ready, but then I figured a better way to do it. Okay. All right. Rebel Moon to stretch out across 6 films as Zack Snyder redefines the trilogy format. Rebel Moon's co-writer Kurt Johnston revealed a plan to expand the franchise into 6 films and not just the first 3 that was originally planned. With a unique split trilogy format for more immersive storytelling, according to the co-writer. Writing team already prepared for the 6 films with ongoing scripting for the future installments.
No, I don't want to watch 4 more of these. 4 more. That's a lot. It's a lot of movies to watch. 6 movies.
The movie... Anyone But You with Sydney Sweeney and Glenn Powell is the most streamed movie this week and knocked Rebel Moon 2 out of its position after the first 24 hours of its being on the streaming platform.
That's sad. Yeah.
Sydney Sweeney, she's getting all the love now because somebody said that she can't act and that the only reason she's popular is because she showed her boobs. And so now she's in fierce mode. Oh, dude, go watch that Saturday Night Live with her on her. That was so funny.
She's a good actress.
And she poked fun at all of it. Like everybody's like she slept with Glenn Powell on the movie, like she had an affair with him, and so she just dove right into it. She's like, "No, we're not having an affair," and he's like sitting in the audience staring at her like,
wait, did she show her boobs in that movie? Is that what happened?
No, she didn't show her boobs in anyone. It's a comedy.
Okay, and Euphoria, she did. Yeah,
anything she's doing where she's not showing her boobs, everybody is now tearing apart, basically, because neckbeard people.
Neckbeard.
But anyway, Rosemary's Baby prequel Apartment 7A will be released on Paramount Plus this Halloween. It might have a short stay at the theater, but basically what they're saying is that it will be on Paramount Plus for the Halloween season. So this is definitely one that we're going to cover for the Halloween season.
Okay, fair enough. By the way, Monkey Man, I think, is on the Apple Plus now, by the way, if you want to watch it.
What's that?
Oh.
We'll talk about that later, Chris.
Okay, all right.
Anyway, signing up to the movie 28 years later.
Yes.
Now has been just signed this week, Jodie Comer, Aaron Taylor Johnson, and Ralph Fiennes have all signed up to be part of the 20. Now, if you don't know who those people are, Jodie Comer is from
Power of the Dog.
Power of the Dog, yeah, all the above. And then Aaron Taylor Johnson is Kick-Ass Quicksilver from the MCU universe, and now the new James Bond. Ralph Fiennes is Red Dragon, and also the Menu.
But by the way, hasn't been confirmed. So it's just a rumor about 007. Hasn't been confirmed yet. I checked this the other day. They're eyeing him, but he hasn't confirmed 007 yet.
Well, whatever. He's him. Nobody turns down Bond, bro. The South Park movie is coming to theaters and a sing-along version for the 25th anniversary. That's right. Sing along to the hilarious musical numbers in South Park Bigger, Longer, and Uncut when it comes to theaters for its 25th anniversary.
Shut your fucking face, Uncle Fucker.
Shut your fucking face, Uncle Fucker. You're a bona fide Uncle Fucker. You fuck uncles. That's true. I just fuck uncles just like you.
Shut your fucking face, Uncle Fucker. Yeah.
Okay, anyway. But now 25 years, man. Do you remember what you were doing 25 years ago?
I was 12, maybe. I don't know what 25 years ago was.
I don't know. June 23rd through the 26th is when tickets will be going on sale. Go get it. The Social Network is getting a sequel. From original winning screenwriter Aaron Sorkin reveals that he is working on a screenplay that will follow up on the themes of his Oscar award-winning 2010 movie, The Social Network. The new script isn't confirmed as The Social Network, but it's kind of like a similar subject. He blames Facebook's algorithms tuning for the January 6th, and that's what he plans is to basically make a deep story about January 6th because of Facebook.
So it's like a spiritual sequel, I guess. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess that makes sense.
Basically, he wants to tear down Facebook as much as possible.
I think what needs to happen is that, I mean, he's making it after like 3 years after the January 6th. It's been a couple of years, right? I do feel like that if you're making a January 6th movie, it may need to sit in history a bit before you like try to say something about it. I'm not saying that was a good thing because it was an awful thing, but I feel like sorry, this is a Shiner Porter, but
are you okay? Are you dying?
I'm good. Anyway, but I do think it needs to marinate in history more. But I like Aaron Sorkin, so I'm fine with it. I'll watch it.
Whatever you do, just don't die.
I won't die. I'm good. Not right now, at least. Not until the podcast. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
All right. If you die on the podcast while we're filming it, that'd be like I don't even know what to. I don't even. I think
a lot of people watch. I think a lot of people will watch it because it's going Netflix on YouTube after this.
Oh no, I'm definitely. I'm sharing the views. You're going viral, bro. But I'm gonna make sure you're viral. This is the last thing I can do for my brother Chris. Make him go viral because he died.
Yeah.
Deadpool and Wolverine trailer breaks one record no one believed likely in the MCU. Yes. What do you think that record is, Chris?
Is it the record for the most F-bombs, or I don't know?
Deadpool and Wolverine breaks the MCU record for the most swear words in a trailer, bringing a new level of vulgarity to the MCU. Hugh Jackman returns as Wolverine, and 6 F-bombs, shaking up the family-friendly MCU. It promises to be refreshing and a successful installment. I mean, so far, what I've seen, every time I've seen the trailer of it, I jizzed in my pants.
Yeah.
It's one of the best things. I can't wait.
Going everywhere.
As soon as I get home after watching it in the theater, it'll be downloaded on my computer, whatever version's out there. Like, Sony has closed the deal, which means whatever movie they just closed the deal on is going to suck because Sony sucks at movies. But guess which one it is? It's Hasbro for film and TV rights to what game? What game did Sony just buy?
Is it Twister?
No.
What game is that?
You don't have a clue, do you?
No, man.
Because it's Clue.
Wait, we see they have a Clue movie. It's pretty good.
Yeah, but it's in 1981, man.
Okay,
I mean, it's 40 years ago.
Fine.
I mean, 42 years ago. I feel like 40 years is a good separation. When people are like, oh, why didn't we make movies? Okay, if they're remaking a movie that was like 10 years ago, that 15, 20 years ago, that I get.
So
that's 42 years
Star
ago.
Wars again?
29% of the people that were in the original Clue movie are dead. All right, like.
Okay, well, think about it this way. They made that Ghostbusters movie with the ladies. I didn't see it. Because I hate the ladies. I hadn't seen that movie.
But Sony has acquired the TV rights to the Clue board game, potentially doing not just movie, but different adaptations. Zeb Foreman and Gabriel Monroe to lead the new division as Hasbro-focused movies, TV, and animation.
Okay. I mean, it could be good.
Who knows? We'll figure it out. Helen Mirren, Piers Bronston, Sir Ben Kingsley are all cast in the movie The Thursday Murder Club, and set to direct is none other than Chris Columbus.
So Helen Mirren, Piers Brosnan, and Ben Kingsley, and Chris Columbus is directing them. You guys don't know Chris Columbus. He's directed so many movies. Like some of the Harry Potter movies, he did fucking Home Alone. Home
Alone 2, Missed Outfire, Bicentennial Man. 2 installments of the Harry Potter franchise.
I'm interested. I mean, yeah, cool. And those are like legendary actors,
It's Osmond revealed that Helen Mirren will play Elizabeth Bess, an ex-spy. Ben Kingsley will portray Ibrahim Afri, an ex-psychiatrist. And Pierre Bronson will play Ron Ritchie, a former union activist and leader. The 4-member group the 4th member of the group has not been cast yet. But there should be a 4th one.
I think Helen Mirren was a spy in Red, right?
Yeah, I think she was in Red. Well, I mean, she's been in so much stuff.
Okay.
Ryan Gosling, because of his new movie, The Fall Guy, which we will be seeing at some point.
Absolutely.
He wants stunts to get Oscars. He's tired of stuntmen not getting what they deserve. And he even stated, just like costumes and graphic makeup, stunts are also meticulous design and deserve Oscar recognition.
I'm with him.
Emily Blunt and Ryan agree. Iconic stunts like Mad Max, Dark Knight deserve Oscar nominations. And I agree with him.
The guy who jumped his motorcycle off of in Terminator 2 and pulled John Connor with that motorcycle. Both stuntmen.
Mm-hmm.
Great scene. Let's do it.
And to follow up on how Ryan Gosling wants an Oscar, multiple injuries have been recorded on the set of Eddie Murphy's The Pickup after stunt goes wrong and almost kills 3 stuntmen.
Well,
see, they should get recognition. They're the ones that literally almost
die.
Yes. Several crew members were injured during an action sequence that went aware on Saturday. The incident, which involved a truck unexpectedly crashing into another car. There's bruises, broken bones, with two individuals being hospitalized.
And this is the Eddie Murphy movie?
The new Eddie Murphy, The Pickup.
Okay.
Elizabeth Moss wants you guys to know Invisible Man 2 is closer than ever to happening. Star Elizabeth Moss seems optimistic that the horror sequel is coming together. Moss says she and Leigh Whannell are committed to continuing the story that began in the 2020s. Invincible Man.
I like Invisible Man. I think you do too. Right?
Yeah, dude. I thought that was a good movie. It was a good movie.
Yeah.
It wasn't as good as Hollow Man, but whatever. Evil Dead spin-off movie. Second Evil Dead spin-off movie in the works from Sam Raimi's production company. A new Evil Dead movie spin-off is in the works from Ghost House Pictures, adding to the franchise expanding universe. Director Francis Gallopi is set to bring a mix of tension and explosive violence to the upcoming project. So we don't even know what it's about yet, but hey.
Hey, let's do it.
Yeah.
Yoo-hoo.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. What else you got for me?
Space Mountain. All right, Space Mountain. I think we're off.
Are we off? Can you hear me?
1.
2.
Yeah, we're way off. Give me a second.
Yeah, I guess Neil was talking over me a little bit, right? So I don't know what happened, but he did stutter a bit. I don't know if I'm stuttering because it looks different on both our ends. We don't know. I don't know.
Hey.
You're back. 1.
Are you there?
1.
Are you there?
Yeah.
1,
2,
3,
4,
5,
7, 12,
94.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
All right, now. You know what I'm going to say to you right now in your face?
No, what?
I don't know. I just felt like I just needed to say that.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't know what's going to happen when I do things.
Neil wants to close out his window, and now he's fighting stuff again.
Stop! No, don't tell people what I'm doing. Why?
I'm just.
Wrestlers don't go out and say, "Hey, he's actually on the ground just getting breaths. He's not injured. He's just getting air." Because
I'm just trying to.
They don't grab a microphone and do that.
Well, I'm just
you don't go to a movie. Oh, the good guy's just hiding over here behind this cardboard wall. This ain't even actually real brick. It's just cardboard. They don't do that.
No, but they're not like
do that.
People are like, "Why are they taking so long?" And I have to let them know.
Anyway, coming up. Okay, Space Mountain is still going to be happening after 4 years of being in limbo. They have now got the writing duo of Josh Adelbaum and Andrew Nekma is tapped now to work on the screenplay of the Love Disney attraction.
Cool. I mean, it's just the name that's recognized.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know what it would even be about. I don't even know because I've been to Space Mountain. There's not really a story there.
Yeah.
All right. Everybody's favorite movie from the last 2 years is getting a box set. That's right. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 1 and 2 will be coming in a box set. And not only in this major box set do you get the 2 movies, you get deleted scenes, an extended death scene for an unnamed character, and a 16-page Ruined Childhoods book, amongst other collectibles. So literally, it will be coming out July 17th. So go look it up. The Blood and Honey collection. Because if you win a bunch of Razzies, you need to be on people's shelves.
I heard the second one's good. The second one's not bad.
I know. We need to see it. The Family Guy movie is still in development. Despite the long leg, Seth MacFarlane confirms that he has a plan for the Family Guy movie for 15 years now, but it is still in development, and they are working on it.
I heard there's also a Simpsons second movie in development, but I can't believe that show's still in the air, man. And, yeah.
I know. It's like, Simpsons too, like, what we're going to even do with that?
I don't know. I like the first one, though. The first movie's good. But,
yeah, Al Pacino and Dan Stevens to star in an Exorcist movie based on a true story. That's right. Get ready for a spin spine-tingling chills as Pacino and Stevens joined forces in the based-on-fact exorcism movie, The Ritual. Director David Mitchell brings the terrifying true story to life with a star-studded cast including Ashley Greene and Abigail Cohen. The dynamic duo Pacino and Stevens is sure to deliver a haunting and unforgettable experience in the upcoming film.
Cool, man. I mean, yeah. Fucking. I mean, we get the best Exorcist movie this year, which is the with the Devil, which is the best Exorcist movie of the year. I don't know if you've seen it, dude. It's in Shudder.
Rebel Moon, yeah.
What else we got? Is that it?
Movie adaptation of the best-selling crime novel cast James. Oh, never mind. I already read that story. I must have done that twice. Ozark star Julia Gardner cast in Barbarian director's new horror movie.
Can't fucking wait.
Julia Gardner joins the cast of the upcoming film Weapons, directed by Zach Snyder, known for Barbarian. Josh Brolin is also in the movie for his return to horror movies. So, I mean, I don't know what more you need than that.
When I hear Barbarian director, I'm already fucking in, dude. I'm already fucking in when I hear the Barbarian
Josh Brolin and Julia Gardner. I'm in.
Josh Brolin, yeah.
Emma's. Oh, that's not what I want. Fantastic Four reboot.
Yeah.
The new one with Miss Julia Gardner in it. Role as Salah Blah. People might be messed up and not realizing that she is not going to be the Silver Surfer itself, that it's going to be actually Norrin Rad, who is actually a Silver Surfer, and she just might be his love interest on the home planet to tell the story of Galactus and the Silver Surfer, which, if you go read a comic, that's the thing. So people who are all hoopla about her being the female Silver Surfer, we don't know. Right. We will calm down, wait till the movie happens before you get your Viziers in a bunch. Speak No Evil star arrives about the horror remake with a crazy James McAvoy. Yes, the great James McAvoy. Did I say that right? McAvoy leads Blumhouse's remake of the acclaimed Danish thriller Speak No Evil, and he receives praise from his colleagues. Actor Scott McNary, Mackenzie Davis, and Alex West Leffler all were saying they couldn't be more excited. The opportunity to take a look at this movie, it's really, really well done. The pacing's incredible. It moves really fast and is different than any original Danish film. So James McAvoy.
Professor X himself, yeah.
Idris Elba wants you to know that this is the best Sonic movie that has been made. Sonic 3 is the one for all the real diehard fans that actually love the Sonic franchise. That it's going to be more likely towards. I already watched the first 2 episodes of Knuckles on Paramount Plus that came out this week. It was entertaining. It was fun. It was funny. And that's what it's supposed to be, entertaining and funny. I mean, I don't know what you want more than that.
Yeah. That's all you want.
All right. Emma Stone no longer wants you to call her Emma. Her name is Emily. Get the fuck over it.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
Emma Stone opens about preferring her to be called Emily in a recent interview alongside Nathan Fielder, originally credited as Emily Stone in an unsold pilot, and Riley for a short time. She ended up choosing Emma, but now at this point, she would like to be going back to her actual name, Emily.
I think she's fucking with us. She's got to be fucking with us.
Who knows?
Yeah,
Who cares?
All right, whatever.
At that point, and the last but not least, the original cast of the Blair Witch Project is now suing Lionsgate Films for residual payments of their characters being viewed in movies and other movies.
Do it.
From the Blair Witch Project.
I'm fine with it.
I mean, how much money did they didn't make any money on that first one, didn't they?
No, hardly anything. So, yeah, let's let them move on, because the first Blair Witch is a classic. You know.
I think got paid donkey, earning $240 million at the box office. And how much of that did they get? And a reported budget of anywhere from $200,000 to $700,000. I mean, like literally, and they only got $1,000 per day.
Yeah, man, what's up with that? They need more money.
Yeah, give them some points. Give them some points. We know how the system works. How do you think RDJ got rich, guys? It's because of those points. And Chris, that's today's news. That was the movies don't suck in some news. I read a bunch of stuff to Chris because he's illiterate ever since his brother beat him in the womb.
All right. Let's talk about the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. Directed by Guy Ritchie. Guy Ritchie directed Alongside Two Smoking Barrels, Snatch, The Man from Uncle King Arthur, Snatch again, The Gentleman, Wrath of Man. You guys know who Guy Ritchie is. If you don't, what are you doing? This stars Henry Cavill as Gus March Phillips.
You talk.
Alan Ritchson as Anders Lassen.
You're the kind of guy that knows things.
Alex Peltford plays Jeffrey Appleyard. Isaac Gonzalez plays Marjorie Stewart. What's going on?
I'm about to lose him. Get the deep hit pads.
What? Babs Osunukumakun, sorry, plays Heron.
No. Please go away.
Carrie Elwes is in this as Brigadier Coven Zim.
To the pain means the first thing you lose will be your feet below the ankles. And
this also has Hero finds Tiffin. Henry Golding plays Valorez. Rory Kinnear's in this Churchill. Until Schweiger's in this is a Heinrich Löhr.
You know what the funny thing is about Ronald Reagan?
You know, what's really the storyline for the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare?
How about you eat my gun? Oh, sorry. Anyway, what is it? Okay. Billed as a true story about a secret British World War II organization, the Special Operations Executive, founded by Winston Churchill, their irregular warfare against the Germans helped to change the course of the war and gave birth to modern black operations.
So, but before we talk about how this is a true story, it's a true story in the very loose sense.
It's a true story, and I think Chris did it best. I saw it because Chris likes to just wear his ideas on a sleeve. He never, ever, ever makes it so you don't understand what he's talking about. And there it is. Inglorious Chris Star. It's like, this is the Guy Ritchie version of a Quentin Tarantino film.
And it's very fun. It's a very fun movie.
I mean...
Don't.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, this movie was fun as fuck. Yeah. I had a good time. I laughed a lot more than most people did in the theater.
Oh, you were that guy. You were that guy.
Hey, if they can't laugh at a good scalping, I don't know what you know.
I laughed a lot in this movie. There's this guy next to me, like 2 seats over, and he was fucking dying. Like, the things that were just mildly funny. He was like, "Oh my god!" And I was like, "Yeah, I laughed, but I did not do that." Like, this guy is super Guy Ritchie like fanboy. By the way, I'm not trying to diss this movie. This movie was a lot of fun. I liked it a lot. I liked it way more than I thought I would, and I was happy to see it. Henry Cavill.
It's the whole reason this movie worked is only one reason and one reason only. We all know it. We all know why. And there he is right there.
Yeah, 100%.
Mr. Alan Ritchson. He stole this movie. Now, there was an interview with Mr. Henry Cavill just earlier this week. I think it was on Rich Eisen, the Rich Eisen Hour.
Okay, that's the show.
Yeah, and the Rich Eisen Hour.
Yeah, I believe in you. I know it. I know it is. It's a radio show.
And he said like him and Alan were hanging out, like they're about to film some scenes and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And Alan's like, "All right, so what do you want to do for this action scene coming up here, and stuff?" And Henry's like, "What?" He goes, this action scene. Do you want me to just take it? I can take it. And Henry's like, yeah, why not? And so there's an action scene. I'm not going to point out when and where, but I know after watching the movie, I know exactly what scene he's talking about.
Yeah.
There's a scene where Henry's just like in the back shooting people, and Alan is just like doing the crazy. And let's be honest, Alan's been doing the crazy martial arts stuff for a while now because of his good times on Mr. Jack Reacher.
But I think Alan Ritchson needs to get like way more movies after this, honestly.
Do you mean like he should have like Prime Video, like Amazon Prime's #1 most watched TV show of all time?
He's got that going on.
Or maybe he should. What else should he do? What else has he been in recently? Because he's been in like, I feel like season 1 of Jack Reacher just opened up like the floodgates for the guy.
He was in Fast
and he's
X.
so nice. Like he's married, got kids. Like he's just like this most super good. Yeah, we saw him in Fast 10. He was in Ninja Turtles. He because he does Raphael voice in the Ninja Turtles series. So that's the thing. He was in the Hunger Games back in the day, but that's not nothing. That's not new stuff. Let's see. Ordinary. He did Hawk in the Titan series, which I know. But man, I don't know. Besides that, he doesn't. But now he has like 6 upcoming films right off the bat. Spring Break '83, War Machine, Motor City, Playdate, Bad Seeds of Loving Spring, and another season of Reacher, of course.
So, Henry Cavill is in this. He plays the main character, right? And there's Isaac Gonzalez. She's so good in this. So good. Very pretty. Isaac Gonzalez. No, this all came together in just everyone together made this work. Alan Ritchson did a good job, but I'm saying that, man, it's hard to.
This team, this team just worked well together. Everybody did a great job. Their characters, each one of them was just so distinguished. Like, look at that! Look at that crew of
They're
people.
all great together. All of them are fantastic.
I know Henry Golding, who's known for Crazy Rich Asians, Snake Eyes, stuff like that. He did a great job. Like Mr. the bad guys, all the Nazis.
Till Schweiger played the main villain was great. Something happened. You there?
And the best part of this,
Okay.
Are you having problems on your side? Are you
for
good?
a second, yeah, we're good. You went away for a second.
All right. But anyway, so the best thing about this is like this movie is actually based on the characters that Ian Fleming's James Bond is based off of.
Yep.
Like they added him to his movie, and like one of the funniest parts was. They said, this is, and then he introduced himself. My name's Fleming, Ian Fleming. And I laughed so hard at that part, and nobody else did.
Yeah.
And I was like, nobody gets it. That's the guy who created James Bond. Okay. But I felt like an idiot at that point. But this was a really fun movie.
It's a very Guy Ritchie film. When it comes to punchy dialogue, when it comes to ridiculous action, when it comes to the humor involved in it, it's all there. Like it's a Guy Ritchie film, Quentin Tarantino film mixed together. Takes place in, I guess, like I don't want to give away too much of the storyline, but it's an interesting story if you actually read up on it. But you guys can go see this. I think it's better than, I liked it more than The Gentleman, honestly.
I mean, it was way better than Aladdin.
Yeah, way better than Aladdin. So this is the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. It's at theaters. Neil, what's your score on this one?
This is one of those movies that it is just a great collection of people that came together. It's like when he did Snatch or when he did The Gentleman, or like this is one of the good Guy Ritchie projects.
Yeah,
because there are plenty of bad ones. I mean, we can point all day long at him and stuff like that. I think he was married to a certain pop star where most of those came out.
You're winning Madonna for that?
I definitely blame Madonna for his bad times.
Okay.
But anyway, at this point, I am going to say This movie, to me, this is a 4. I mean, because I can rewatch it right now easily.
It's 4.
Easily.
It's actually
I can't give it less than a 4.
For me. It's a 4.1 for me.
Yeah,
I liked it more. Than
I'll go. Yeah, you know what? I'll go higher. I'll go. Okay. I'll go.
It's a very fun movie. I had a great time watching this movie.
Yeah, this is Inglourious Bastards, but by Guy Ritchie.
Yep.
And it is really good. Everything good about it. You can watch this 104 times in a row.
I had
probably not get tired of it.
This is a fun as fuck movie, and people who didn't like it, whatever. Neil, what is the what is the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare? What is the critic score for that? I'm sorry, the critic score, audience score.
A Rotten Tomatoes. It is. Let's see. The audience score for this would probably have to be. You have to think it has to be pretty high, right? Because it was really good. So I'm gonna have to go 78.
It's 93%.
93%?
Audience consensus. The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare delivers rock solid, well-acted action with the added bonus of a story that's based on actual events. All right. What is the critic score for the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare?
I don't know. Why do you always got to do this to me? Is it because I'm new?
Mm-hmm. That's why.
Okay. Some critics are going to say something stupid. So 71%.
You got it. 71%. Yeah.
No.
yeah. Finally, it's been a minute. It's been a while since you got it right. Critics is creating up true story of daring do and a high octane action flick that's having a spectacle, if not suspense. The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare is another solid entry to Guy Ritchie's pantheon. I'll go ahead and read a good review and a bad review. So, I'll start with a bad review. It says, this is Mark Feeney of the Boston Globe. He says, Ministry offers all kinds of collateral nonsense to pad the main nonsense. Whatever. You can suck a dick on that one, dude. This is from John Owensinski of the New York Post. He says, it's a point A to point B journey that comes down to wisecracking blokes shooting Nazis. Only Guy Ritchie can turn such a setup into a pleasure cruise. Yeah, we like this movie. It's fun. We had a good time. And anytime I see Nazis get shot, I just get a little happier inside, So, and there's lots of dead Nazis in this, because so many dead Nazis show up in this.
So many dead people.
Yeah,
people die a lot.
Yeah. Right.
Like a lot. There's so many deaths. Like it's like that one time that Chris had this birthday party, and there's a reason there's a chicken coop where it's at. It's just it hides
dead bodies.
It hides what it needs to.
Yep, and then we
hides what it needs to.
My chickens. But all right, man. You can find us online. WeDon'tSuck.net. We're on Facebook at Facebook.com/podcast. We're at W2Mnet.com. It's W2 MSMoviesNet.com. You'll find us there, along with a bunch of other cool podcasts. We're on X and TS Podcast. We're on Instagram at TS Podcast. We're also on Patreon. Patreon.com/suck. You guys will give us a few dollars. Neil can get some winnies. We'd be greatly appreciated.
Ooh, I like the monies. I like the human monies.
Go to bonfire.com/sucks and none to you. You'll find shirts with our name on it, our faces on it, and a bunch of cool stuff Neil has made. And where you find podcasts, you can find Movies Don't Suck, and some they do. Neil, what do we do for small businesses?
If you got a small business, let us know. We'll be more than happy to advertise you right here on Movies That Don't Suck, Some to Do for free, just like I did earlier to the wonderful, the beautiful Franklin Bradleys. Make sure you love us. We love you. We want to make sure our thousands of listeners, our millions of followers will get your services for them free of charge.
Are you good? You ready to get out of here?
We're good. Let's get out of here. That's another episode of Movies That Don't Suck and Some Do. My name's Neil.
And I'm Chris.
Remember, guys, no matter how hard you try in this life, no matter what moon you think you're a rebel on, it doesn't matter, because sooner or later, the ministry will come after you. Have a good night.